Hi guys. I'm working on some spring cake pops for an event I'm doing this weekend at my church. It's a women's spring event, and I'm doing some ladybugs and bumblebees and butterflies to put on a display. And I wanted to also do kind of like a round basic cake pop to put on the display with it. So last night I decided to incorporate all three of the designs, the bumblebee, the ladybug, and the butterfly, into one cute little cake pop to add to the display. And I made this one. It's kind of like a light green, dark green, kind of like a grassy look with a butterfly, a ladybug, and a bumblebee all on top. And I just used the sprinkles that I have, which I have thousands of sprinkles. Well, yeah, thousands of sprinkles, but I have like 100 probably or more containers of different sprinkles, which I suggest if you haven't started already, start collecting sprinkles because you can use them for all different kinds of things. They're not just to throw on your cake pops. Obviously, I used different sprinkles for this particular cake pop to make something specific. So I wanted to show you how I did that. And just real quick, here's just two of them that are going on my display that I'm going to do a tutorial on over the next couple weeks, I guess, because one at a time, they do take a long time. So here's my ladybug and here's my bumblebee, and I'm not done my butterfly yet, so you'll see that if you're following me on Instagram or Facebook at cakepopcrazy. On either one of those, you'll be able to see the completed display, hopefully by the end of the week, and the finished butterflies too. So in the next couple weeks, I'll do a tutorial on how to do those because it's springtime and it's time to do fun stuff like this. So let's start making our cake pops. I'm going to do, we got a bumblebee looking right at us. I'm going to do 3 of these cake pops. And I'm going to do one of them where I decorate it with the with the ladybug, the butterfly, and the bumblebee. And I'm going to do 2 more using other sprinkles that I suggest that if you see sprinkles at the store, get them. Whether it's Walmart, Target, your cake and candy supply store, AC Moore, Michaels, get them. Because I have things like this, little butterflies, and I have little flowers. I don't even know where I got these. I don't even know. But, I mean, I'm telling you, when I see it, I pick it up because you never know when you're going to need it. These flowers also, these are popular at this time of year at any store. But the 3 we are using, well, it's actually 2, but 3 for me, are the confetti sprinkles. This is where I got my bumblebee from. So we're going to need 1 bumblebee, 1 little yellow sprinkle for the bumblebee, and it's just rounds. You could probably get them at AC Moore. We're going to need 1 of those. And then we're going to need, for the butterfly wings, I used heart sprinkles. You need 2 of these, 2 white heart sprinkles for the butterfly wings. That's not a sprinkle. That's not going to work. Make sure you get I mean, there aren't always full hearts and sprinkles in here. It's a waste. Okay, so then for my red, for my ladybug, I could not find my red confetti type sprinkles, so I have Mickey Mouse sprinkles here, and I saw and noticed that I have some of them with only 1 ear, and I took that one out of the container and used that for my ladybug. So even the broken ones can help you out sometimes. I don't need a full Mickey Mouse sprinkle. So there's your little, oops, there's your little red sprinkle for your ladybug. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to dip our cake pops. We're going to need light green and dark green. Light green is going to be the base color, and the dark green is going to be the drizzle color. And we're also going to need black to do the detailing. So if you remember, this is how I like to dip. You dip your stick into your chocolate and then into the flat side of the cake pop, just like that. And then stand it up in your stand to allow the chocolate to get hard around the stick. Also, like I said in my basic cake pop video, I've left my cake balls out for about 15-20 minutes to allow them to come to room temperature so that when I dip them, they're less likely to crack. Doesn't mean, you know, that'll stop them, because sometimes oil will still force a crack, but it's less likely to crack when you let them come to room temperature. So that's already been done. So what we're going to do is we're going to knead this green right away. And I use, like I said, also in my basic cake pop video, you need a baggie for your drizzles, just like we did. We drizzled, and we're going to cut the corner of the baggie, the bottom of the baggie, just a little snip. We're going to pour the green, the dark green, right into the baggie, because we're going to need this pretty much as soon as we dip the cake pop. You're going to want to start your wet drizzle. And a wet drizzle is when you drizzle the cake pop before the coating dries. And it's a really cute effect. So we're just pouring, you saw me pour that into the baggie. Pour your green into the baggie. So that's ready to go. Get that going down towards the hole. So we're ready. We're ready when we're ready to dip. Put that over here. And make sure you have all your toothpicks ready too. So we have our sprinkles for our decorations, because they're going to go on right away. We got to do all this before this cake pop dries. We have to dip it, we have to drizzle it, and we have to get the butterfly wings, the bumblebee, and the butterfly, the ladybug on before it dries. Which it could be okay. We'll be fine. So let's dip. Oh my gosh, there's a crack in this one. You know what? It doesn't matter, because my kids are going to be eating these. These are going to be extra. I finished these last night for my display. So, again, we're going to fully submerge the cake pop into the candy melts. Pull it out and tap it, or hold on tight with your hands and tap your wrist and let all the extra candy roll off. Do you see the crack? You can probably see the crack. It's not going to matter for me, because nobody's going to be, you know, nobody's important is going to be eating these. Not that my kids aren't important. They're important. You know what I mean. Nobody's going to complain. Nobody's going to even care what this looks like when they're eating it. And also, don't forget to pop all your bubbles. I'm having the hardest time with this green this week. Very, very airy. Lots of air bubbles going through the screen. Pop your air bubbles as much as you can, but usually when you put like sprinkles, sugars, or something like what I'm about to do on top, that kind of gets rid of, you can go over the air bubbles with that, and you're not going to see them as much as you would if you just dipped this and you were going to leave it with nothing on it. Then it would look terrible. So right away, we're going to switch mugs, get the green over here, dark green, and we're just going to start to drizzle. There's our drizzle coming down, and you're just going to go around and around and around like this while the cake pop is still wet. And while the cake pop is still wet, we're going to put our sprinkles on. So, did you see that? We just drizzled really quickly. Now, I like to do the butterfly first. Pick up your sprinkle very carefully. Place it. Give it a little tap on. Just like that. And then you're going to want to turn it, making sure you meet them together. Be careful. See, just like that. Drop them side by side like that, so you make butterfly wings. Then it doesn't really matter where you drop the ladybug or the bumblebee, just kind of near the butterfly, so they're all kind of like, hey, meeting up, what's going on kind of thing. They're having a little meeting here. So we just stick those two sprinkles on wherever you like. Now, we're going to have to let these dry before we can add the details of the little black body for the butterfly, the stripes for the bumblebee, and the polka dots for the ladybug. So let's put this over here and dry. While we're waiting for that to dry, we can just have a little fun with the other sprinkles I have. So we're going to dip again, fully submerge, take it out on an angle. You're going to tap your wrist, tap off all the extra, remembering to pop any bubbles that you see. Okay, get rid of all that at the bottom, the pooling. It's like a pooling. So you're just going to run your toothpick up against the bottom and along the stick to get rid of anything around the bottom. Switch mugs. Do the drizzle. Start to squeeze and just drizzle. It doesn't matter at all what you're doing. You're making a little mess of drizzle right here. Doesn't matter. And it's cute. So now I'm going to put on this one just some flowers. Like you have flowers growing in the grass. Orange, yellow, white, pink, yellow. Get some blue and green. And these are cute to go with anything. Or just by themselves. Somebody wants to. See, now I still have some running down there. After I put my drizzle on, if you can see, there's still a little bit pooling at the bottom. I'm going to take a toothpick and I'm just going to go back under it and get that out. Just like this. All I'm doing is running it up against the bottom of the cake pop. Getting rid of that. And also you can just go like this to get rid of that. There. I'm not done with my flowers though. I still want a little bit more flowers. And you can put them all the way around the cake pop. You don't have to just... I like to pick and make sure I have pretty flowers, not just grab a bunch and just do like that. Just make sure you have full, pretty flowers before you throw them on. So, there's that. Something cute. Then we're going to dip one more because I have butterflies too. Fully submerge, take it out on an angle, just like basic cake pops. Pretty much this is what you do when you're dipping. If you didn't see my first and second basic cake pop video, just check that out. Get all that extra off. And you know, last time I kind of slacked. I did not tap until it was done. I just wanted to get right into the drizzling and the flowering, so that's why I probably had that little pool there. Tap and pop. Pop. I'm not going to get all the air bubbles, but like I said, when you drizzle, it'll just kind of knock that out. Drizzle or sprinkle them completely. That knocks out some of the air bubbles for you. Alright, now I gotta get this drizzle on before... It's back and forth, but it's worth it. It's really cute. And these, I kind of consider these a custom because it's not a quick dip and drizzle. It's a process. So, there's your drizzles. Now let's put some butterflies. We have a pink butterfly, and you just put that right on before it dries, and a green. And then they're going to be around some flowers. Let's get some yellow. They're looking for the flowers to hang out with. And a blue. Just like that. You have butterflies, flowers, maybe an orange right in the middle. There. And that's simple. Alright, now back to the ladybug, the butterfly, and the bumblebee. We need black to finish our decorating. So we're just going to take, just like you may have seen in my Jordan's video, how we use our toothpick to do details. We want to get the nice strings of chocolate, just like that, if you can see it, right there on my apron. We're going to get some of that going, and we're just going to place a nice little body across for our butterfly. Just like that with our butterfly. Okay? You can clean it up a little bit. Make it bigger or thicker or longer, whatever you like. There, she's cute. Now for the bumblebee, we're going to need very, very thin small lines. So make sure you're very careful. You could also, if you wanted to, use edible markers, but I like to save them for really important things that I need, like I'm doing something else this week that I'm going to need them for. And I think I like this look better. So I have, how many little stripes do I have on my bee? I need one more. So I have 2 stripes on my bee, just very little teeny weeny. And then if you want to do a little stinger, there, like that. All you're doing is drawing with a toothpick. Now for the ladybug, she has a red head. I just want to put a little bit of black over there to give her the little black head. See? Cover up the red. Cover up the red. Now for her, you're going to get barely anything on your toothpick on the end. Just very, very little. Because you're just going to dab teeny weeny tiny dots right on. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. Teeny tiny. The lighting is not good in here today. This is my best lighting room. Okay. And I didn't do the line on the ladybug, but you totally get what I'm doing here. I did do a line on my bigger ladybug cake pop down the middle, but you know, there's not a lot of room on this teeny tiny sprinkle. So, really cute, really simple, quick cake pop to pull together my display, and I hope you guys like it. And hopefully next week I will have a video up for you to do some of the little bugs I did on my display. So make sure you check it out again on Instagram or Facebook. At the end of the week I'll have my completed cake pop display for you to see. Thanks. Bye.